But to them, make we not they talk about the corruption. Make we not they talk about the people. Why? Because they are older than us. Not because they are our leaders. Because they are older than us. That's how they operate. So they are very stupid in thinking, in reasoning, very poor. Always referring back to the culture where we say produce the same politicians where they wicked. That's the way they operate. So please, whatever ordeal you are passing through, because like this raid now, you see some stupid set of persons. They come outside the comment section, they talk, say, my dear, didn't you read the NYSC Code of Conduct book? I bet they call their book. Didn't you read the guidelines? You shouldn't be talking like this online. This is not something you talk online. In fact, during my days when I was serving in Calabar, I did not talk. I did not bring anything online that I experienced. Though the experience was bad, but I was kept quiet. And that's why you're like that. You are still quiet, even when your oppressors are oppressing you. Until your grave, you'll be quiet. So please, my take is very simple. If you are passing through any ordeal, whether from political class, whether you are serving, whether from your office or whatever it is, come outside and voice it out. Forget that their book where they tell you, say, if you are dying, don't talk. Come outside and voice it out. Last what they'll do, they'll just search you, find you. That's if they find you one thing. Like this lady now, there's no way they'll find out one thing to say they want search her. Because obviously the economy is bad. Things are expensive. Even the NYSC, they never they pay the 70,000. I think the 70,000 they talked about. They never they pay them currently, according to people we receive. Maybe there'll be changes after this video, but at the moment, when I made this video, they were still paying them around 30 something, I think 33 or so. So you can see how terrible it is. Things are going high. Things in the market are becoming expensive. But the salaries, the standard of living is becoming, or rather, it drop. But this set of people, they want to keep quiet, where they chop the suffering, and they swallow and they drink water on top. All in the name of, this is Nigeria, we have a culture. We should not be disrespecting our elders, even though they are doing bad. If you want to talk to them respectfully. Even though they are wicked and corrupt, talk to them respectfully. Don't insult them. And if you try to insult them, the first thing they'll do, they'll start insulting you and your family. That's just my take on this. Please, if you have any pain, any ordeal, come outside and say it. And let the people be aware of it.
Speak your truth. I like it. You know, say, long time ago, on Mayegun's Diary Political, we have conquered that political correctness. There are so many of them who believe that I don't have home training. Remember now, who believes that I don't have home training? Because I don't have respect for elders. And I'm like, which elders? Criminals. You actually want me to, you are going to call me out because I am calling out criminals? You want to challenge my home training because of these born criminals? Okay, let's go through, let's do band for band then. If me no get home training for insulting criminals, your criminal leaders, who are their own parents? Who trained them? Did their own parents raise them as kleptomaniacs, as thieves in human, goals? Is that what they call them? That goals? These horrible creatures, right? So since you said I should continue, I have one last, well, maybe second to the last one, right? Here is another person's rant on the matter.
Good day, Nigerians. So I'm making this video with respect to Rai, the lady NYSC core member that was threatened by the NYSC board that she was going to be suspended and that she should put down the video she made and all that. And this is because she complained about the bad leadership and the way the sufferings and penury that Nigerians are passing through. And this has been the trend for a very long time, and nobody's saying anything about it. Even those that wanted to say anything about it, you see that as selected individually, picked up individually and dealt with, or the whole issue is totally overlooked and swept under the carpet. I graduated university in 2015 when Buhari became president, and honestly speaking, my 20s was wasted. Toiled and worked so hard to see that I was able to achieve my dreams and aspirations. But where are we today? Eventually, at the end of the day, I realized that the whole thing was just a mirage and it was not going to be a reality if I remained in Nigeria. I had to run away from Nigeria. I left Nigeria 2022, and this is 3 years down the line, and the same story is still being told. Things are getting worse. Truth be told, even as someone who is in diaspora, people at home still call me. I have people at home, I have friends, I have relatives, I have people that call me for help, and things haven't been easy for them. And these are people that are actually doing very well many years ago, and today they can barely feed. We are not even talking about making savings anymore. We're talking about people being able to eat good food, to be able to eat 3 square meal. It's becoming a Herculean tax. And this is because we have a government that does not prioritize the well-being of the people. What they prioritize is the well-being of their pocket. And so far as they're in position of authority and I can afford whatever they want to afford for themselves, then every other person can go to hell. And the trend has not changed. And it's not going to change when we remain silent. Yes, I know that Nigerians, we've had a very ugly past. We have a series of experiences that whenever we want to stand up and speak against bad governance and sufferings of the people, our sufferings, we get to, get held back because of things that have happened in the past. But holding back will not change anything. That is a fact, and that is what it is. Instead, it emboldens our oppressors to keep on doing what they are doing, because they know that we're not going to do anything. We're not going to protest. We're not going to speak out, because once they hush us, we all crawl back into our shells. But for how long will this continue? Because people that are actually at the receiving end of it are actually the masses, we, the people. Many of us have ended up living a life we didn't even plan for. Our futures, our dreams are gone past us. The younger ones that are coming after us, and their stories are not going to be different if we don't demand for accountability and good governance from people that have been occupying the position of authority and have refused to acknowledge that they are there to serve. Instead, they have seen themselves as lords and saviors. And this has been the trend for many years now. Tell me, when will this change? When will we start making progress as a nation? How will we talk about making economic progress whereby the citizens, the individuals, populace in the country cannot even comfortably afford to feed on 3 square meal on daily basis? People are borrowing money to pay house rents. People are borrowing money to buy medications for their children. This is the situation we find ourselves in the country. You are one sickness away from dying if you virtually fall sick in Nigeria. How will you be able to afford the bills and the medical bills and every other things that are involved? Should we talk about insecurity? We'll now come to a point whereby we've now zeroed off our mind and we'll have to live with insecurity. The truth is that the government of the Dre is not trying, and the APC have nothing to offer to Nigerians. Instead, they are out there to sink Nigeria down below the pits. And nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to change if you don't demand for change. And that is why we need to speak up and speak out. Our voices must be heard, because they are there to serve us, not the other way around. And they can't keep treating us as if we are demanding for much, as if we don't even have any right in a country that also belongs to all of us. Families have been separated from people they loved. Are we talking about those in the diaspora? Our house we're not faring better. We're not happy that we are far away from home, from people we love. In fact, the truth is that many of us, if things continue this way, many of us will be disbanded from our family and our friends, and our loved ones forever. It is the fact. It is the fact, because we can't even come together anymore, except from video calls. And for how long will we maintain that? If the generation that are currently present goes away and that generation goes, what will be the probability that the communication and the communal relationship will continue beyond those that are present in the present contemporary time? So we find out that things are not going to get better. Instead, they're going to get worse. And
get worse, bro. You're right. And except you see, those of you who feels like with the moment you japa, it's none of your business anymore. I have done a program on that on this platform a few times to remind all of you that one of the greatest disservice, right, to this generation of ours and the generation before us is the fact that Japa has been one easy way of a family separation. Many important events, memories from our families, I mean, majority of them happened in our absence. You know, childbirth in the family, marriage in the family, death in the family, you know, graduation in the family, and name it. All those important memories. Majority of us are just there to see images and pictures. Because of the worse Nigeria becomes, the more families are being separated. People are saving money. People are selling their properties just to send their children away, send their sons, send their daughters away. So God knows when they are going to see them again. They may never even see them. I never get to see my dad again. And I never get to see my mom again. My mother, she said bye-bye to me at Damuri Tala Muhammad Airport. 6 years later, she was dead. I wasn't there. There are so many people who have similar experience too. And that is one disadvantage of this Japa, that. So nobody is really spared. Even though you think you are Japa, at the end of the day, the problems in that contraption still chases you down to wherever you Japa to. Wherever. Now today, people are beginning to put their own WhatsApp messages into those show that it's been read. Others are afraid to even reply messages from their own loved ones because of the economic hardship. And like you heard, some of the people who were doing fine, who were doing well years ago, majority of them now, they are struggling. True story. This is the reality of that contraption. They don't want you to say anything about it. They don't. You know? Take a look at these guys.
Okay, so guys, this is Bobby, and I saw a video trending on internet about a girl. She made a video about how bad our economy has gotten, and people are dragging the gear. So I don't enter markets now. Make I know if things really dead cheap, and she dey talk say it dey expensive. When make una dey drag them. Now, a pint of rice right now around 8,500 naira. Something where they say 3,000 naira, 2,000 naira before. Now 8,500 naira they say. I don't even want to talk about Gary, how expensive Gary is right now. Or should I ask expensive selling? Okay, how much be pay talk Gary now?
Yellow Gary or white?
Anyone. Yellow
Gary 3,000, white 2,500.
What how much did they sell them before?
Before, yes, 1,800.
There's somebody saying that your economy is bad and you are now insulting the person. Why we should speak?
How much the bag of rice?
How much bag of rice?
Say 90, 85.
1985.
That's a bag of rice. Okay. How much is a pint of tomato? A pint of tomato is around 7,000 naira. How much did they sell a pint of tomato before? Okay, how much is this small tuber of yam now? Where they see for yet? Tuber of yam now around 5,000 naira. How much did they sell them before? Somebody is speaking. Nobody wants to listen. Una dey insult her. Why will she speak? And you are threatening her. This is bad done. 1,000 naira cannot even buy you meat again. Everybody here can testify to that. 1,000 naira cannot buy you reasonable meat to cook stew or cook soup in your house. Now somebody is speaking about it. You guys are threatening her. In this country, nobody has right to speak again. No problem. No problem. He also got on neighbor now. Ego le carton of Indomie. Ego can let's carton of Indomie now. Carton of Indomie now. How much did they sell them? You know this around 20-something thousand naira. How much did they sell carton of Indomie before? 11,000 naira. Bro, now 11 Indomie don't they click 20,000.
500 naira.
11,500.
Yes.
Okun nafu. Pogwa jeshini. Pogwa jeshini. Jowaya. How much be this leaf now? How much is this, madam?
500.
500 naira for leaf.
500.
What did they say? 15 naira before. 500 naira. Now, fufu and egg don't they drag to her sides. We not gonna know between fufu and egg which one big pass. It happen every day. Nobody said anything about it. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that?
Even fish now supposed to manage instead of meat. Fish now.
Somebody speaking. I was joking here because of what? Because she does not have audience or what? Check everything now. Check everything. Check this garatory now. If I tell you because of this garatory, you know that people are suffering. Because you can afford it doesn't mean everybody can afford it. What is wrong with you people? You can afford this, I cannot afford it. I'm crying, I am willing. This is expensive every day. What is this? Every time new president comes into power, things become more expensive than it was. And people are speaking out and you're touching the person. Go to the market yourself and price this and not expensive things, and then you know if the guy is just blabbing. What kind of nonsense is that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Bro, me, this country don't tire.
It doesn't make any sense to me. 1,000 naira man go tell us how much you're shini. But I give me. I just want my Nigerians. It is not good to our leaders. Make I just tell now. It is not good. But if you feel that is the best thing to do.
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
We have just started.
We must learn a lesson. This man!
You're gonna trust man. Man, Adam. Your eyes will see what your mouth cannot talk.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, may them kill you.
May God not allow them, may them kill you. I can still go on, but we do have other stories, okay? I know some of they are just like, like an extra. The most important one is the fact that the Gen Z are now using the same social media to raise awareness on what they are going through, and that something must be done and must be done now. So even though Tinubu and his gang have been using the intimidation threats to try to cower everyone, unfortunately, they may soon be overwhelmed by the people that are going to be speaking up. Like this lady, I love this lady, by the way. Her position, and then the follow-up.
Hi, guys. Yeah, no, hi. Well, hi to hi people, but I want to address this. Look, I was about to clean my house, and I realized that I had to make, because I couldn't type out what I felt, the sadness and annoyance I felt when I saw this video. Because tell me why a young person, give or take, 20s, 30s, early 30s, is sitting down there and being grateful for the basic things that's been owed to him as a citizen of Nigeria. On the beat for what? Kiss ass? You picked out a very 40 seconds of an entire 4-minute video. You picked up 40 seconds to capitalize on, but you don't talk about how everything in this country affects you. Rent is going up. Basic grocery is going up. Bills are going up. And you're not even, you're paying so much for less. Do you think? I'm not affected by this nonsense, because I just see how the quality of life just improves. It improves when you leave that place. But the fact that you're fighting so hard to stay in retrogression is beyond me. This has gone from, it's not even spiritual. We can't even say it's spiritual or village people. We are saying that it's people that are willfully ignorant. Ignorant is like you don't know. No, willfully foolish. Like you sat down, you thought about it, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm dumb enough. I don't deserve good things. Loyalty to my tribesman. Because I'm my tribesman. I don't care if I'm dying like I'm choking. Bills are choking me. I can't do shit. I am set back 20 years behind my peers. I can't do anything but my tribesman. So let me die in loyalty. I think you should go outside and touch grass. Oh wait, you can't. The city stinks. Receive grace. Receive grace.
Amen. When I watched put out our own piece, I was like, I love. I actually love the sort of the skills that she used in presenting it. Like, oh, you are going through hell. You are suffering. You're choking. Bills are killing you. Like you are practically like existing in man-made hardship, but you can't say anything because, oh, he's my tribesman. Oh, he's my tribesman that is dead, so I can't say anything. I would rather just die and choke to death. No, they started abusing her. So she made another video in response to the Ronukus.
You guys are going to cry blood, like sweat, blood, and tears. Go back to your Onitsha. Stop staying in Lagos. Does this look like Lagos to you? I don't understand. Did I tell you guys?